Today on the channel, we continue to celebrate the best and worst of action figures in 2025. And today, we're counting down my top 5 Masterverse figures of the year.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another top 5 year-end countdown for 2025. And today we're diving into the Masters of the Universe with the Masterverse top 5 figures of 2025. And Masterverse, quite the banner year, as we've had some climbs up the hill, falls off the mountain, and now we're climbing back up the hill with the Masterverse line. Very bumpy road to get where we're at here at the end of 2025, and it feels like they've really settled into the New Eternia sub-series. Primarily, we're getting a little bit of vintage collection from the Masterverse at Walmart, but it seems like we're getting a lot of New Eternia figures here as we close out 2025, and it looks like that will carry over into 2026. I think they've said, hey, let's follow the money like all these companies do, Todd McFarlane. Follow the money to the bank, of course, and that's what they're doing with the New Eternia, giving us the looks we want for the characters we love. It's pretty simple. Don't try to reinvent the wheel sometimes, and I think that's what the Masterverse has lined into here as we settle up with 2025. Quite the banner year. Very difficult to do a top 5 list for me here today. A lot of good figures, and man, oh man, it was very tough. I almost considered doing a top 10, but I said I'm going to keep it at 5 for this toy line. Some of the other toy lines we will do a top 10. We're doing top 5 here today. And as usual with these countdown videos, we do them all the time on the channel every single Thursday year round. Now we're in best of season. You're going to get them a little bit more often, obviously, as we close out 2025. But we're going to start at number 5, work our way to number 1. Number 1 being my absolute favorite Masterverse figure of 2025. And as I always have to say, this is my list, so it's 100% right. But your list, brother, could be 100% right too. Put it in the comments down below. So without further ado, let's kick it off at number 5. All right, we kick off the top 5 with a little bit of a harder to find figure from the Masterverse line this year, as this was a fan channel exclusive, not available at Targets and Walmarts of the world, which is a little bit shocking to me, but it is what it is. This one I knew I had to get because in 2024, trying to get my years together in the Rolodex, San Diego Comic-Con, I met the actor that played the character that represents number 5. We're going to the Masters Universe movie. We're going to Blade. How about that? Looking very cool, Blade. A favorite performer, whatever you want to call it, from the movie back in the day. A lot of people loved Blade. They've got a few figures over the years of Blade as well. This is the most recent edition, as you can imagine. And I think it is fun that they're doing it pretty slowly, but we're getting Masterverse versions of the He-Man and the Masters Universe movie from the 80s. Now, with the new movie coming in 2026, maybe they'll finish off the 80s line, a little nostalgia, bringing the two movies together. We'll see where that goes. But this Blade figure, very fun, and I like it when we get stuff like this. Looks like the character, plenty of accessories, plenty of blades, dare I say, for Blade. A lot going for this figure here. I really did enjoy this one. Happy to get this in the collection. Blade comes in at number 5. We carry on with the Masterverse countdown to number 4, and I gotta think there's one person out there, a good friend of the channel, Pixel Dan, who's probably got this at number 1. I, though, have this at number 4. We're going to the Masterverse New Eternia line for old pal, Mosquitor. Oh, Mosquitor coming in hot in the Masterverse line. A fun figure. Mosquitor is always a cool one. Sucking blood, what's not cool about that? Unless you got to deal with real-life mosquitoes every summer in your neck of the woods. But this one, very cool with the extra accessories on this. You get the extra tips for the end of the nose. You can choose your own nose adventure for this Mosquitor. Beautiful weapons, just a beautiful looking figure. Very nice to have this modeled and updated for 2025. A lot of fun around this one. Now, if I could have actually pumped the chest and see some blood kind of spraying and stuff, might have moved him up the countdown just a little bit, but instead you get the interchangeable chest plates on this Mosquitor. While it's still fun, I'd rather see the blood pumping in there, but that's just me. But no matter what way you slice this one, a very fun figure. Very happy to have this in the collection in 2025. Masterverse Mosquitor comes in at number 4. We've hit the halfway point of the countdown. You got your list together. Put it in the comments down below and put them in order. That's the hard part. That is the fun part. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel as we're counting down everything from 2025 from all the toy lines that we unbox here on the channel. We're counting them all down, just like we're doing with the Masterverse here today. But now we're at number 3, and we talked about regular releases with Mosquitor. We talked about Blade being a fan channel exclusive. For number 3, we go to Mattel Creations. We walk right into Club Grayskull, and I can waltz right in there, especially with a Western shirt on with a collar. It's like a double whammy. So I'm walking right into Club Grayskull, and I'm picking this one up. Dare I say, a hairy bipedal creature alert for the Mattel Creations exclusive Moss Man. Now, I guess not technically a hairy bipedal creature, a more hairy bipedal mossy creature, I guess. Now, Moss Man iconically always is flocked, always has fur. That is missing here. And that's not the first time we've missed it before. But this one being so Yeti, Sasquatch, skunk ape-like, whatever you want to call it, whatever your name for it is, really makes me excited. Yes, Top Front, you heard it. I'm real excited if you could see me now. But this one is a very cool figure, a very big deluxe figure. Hey, I'm not opposed. If they want to do a variant next year with the flocking, I'd be here for that. But I really do like the size of this character. I like the looks of the character. As I say, I'm always biased towards Bigfoot type characters, and that's what it gives a lot of vibes from. Even though it is Moss Man, almost a 2-in-1 figure. Used as Moss Man, use it as Bigfoot in your collection. Choose your own figure adventure. But a fun one that you could only get for a limited time over there at Mattel Creations. Who knows? Could still be over there. But it was a Mattel Creations exclusive, a deluxe figure, part of the Masterverse. It is Moss Man coming in at number 3. The countdown rolls on to number 2 in the top 5 Masterverse figures of 2025 countdown. And this one is another one, now historically not one of my favorite characters, but I really did enjoy this new Eternia version from the Masterverse in 2025. Who are we talking about? We're talking from the Evil Horde. We're talking about Mantenna. 4 legs on this bad boy and multiple eyes. You can have the bugged out eyes, regular eyes. There's so much opportunity here. You can interchange with the weapon on the eyes. A lot of fun playability for this one, and one of those figures that really stands out and looks different than all the other Masterverse figures on the shelf. Very creepy, got horror elements to it. We're building out the Horde in the Masterverse figure, her Masterverse collection, more like it. A very fun figure of an insect. Who knew? Looking beautiful is Mantenna, part of the new Eternia collection, coming in at number 2, which means there can only be one. And if you followed this channel for a long time, you probably know where I'm going. If not, stay tuned. We've hit the number 1 spot, my number 1 Masterverse figure of 2025. Once again, you got your list together. Put it in the comments down below. Make sure you put it in order. That's the hard part. That is the fun part. And while you're here, make sure you thumbs up the video. Always helps the channel when you give it the like. And subscribe to this YouTube channel and my other YouTube channel. 2 YouTube channels with content every day. Appreciate all the support out there. But here we are at number 1. And we're going to a controversial one, as we always say with this character. He is the last Masterverse figure I unboxed in 2025. And I guess Masterverse saved the best for last, for me at least. Where are we going? We're going to the Masterverse. We're going to New Eternia. We're going to Anti-Eternia He-Man, an all-time favorite character of mine. Now, obviously, being a kid of the 80s, I loved He-Man. I loved He-Man proper, but finding out later on about the lore of He-Man, some of the different stories and different characters, like this bad boy from Germany, I was eating it up with a fork and a spoon, even grabbed a spork occasionally from Long John Silver's or KFC. I'll take either one, Todd McFarlane. But Anti-Eternia He-Man is so dark, so heavy metal. I love this character a whole lot. I think it is really cool. Now, very similar to Faker, obviously. It's the same He-Man, but a different color. But something about all in black with the red highlights and the red eyes. Watch out. I'm here for that. As I always say, I can just see him rolling through with some of the Teutonic heavy metal, thrash metal from Germany. Maybe some Creator, maybe some Destruction, maybe some Sodom. I can hear that as the soundtrack to Anti-Eternia He-Man. Just a cool figure, and honestly, a 3-in-1 figure, which is always fun with the Masterverse. You get some wild looks for these guys, and you get the more classic looks as well. New stuff, new touches to the character on top of the stuff we know and love going back. For me, from the Master Universe Classics, absolutely love this figure. Amazing detail, an amazing figure all around. So happy they came out with this one in the new Eternia line. I'm here for it. The number 1 figure is the Anti-Eternia He-Man. So that is my list Once again, put your list in the comments down below. Don't forget to like the videos. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We got videos every single day on both my YouTube channels. Same thing with Patreon YouTube channel memberships. If that is your thing, your best way to support the channel. Check out Sir Paul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and the Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com, which is the name of my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show, available every single Tuesday, wherever podcasts are found, with video cast on YouTube. Check it out if you have not already. So there it is for another Top 5 2025 list. I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?
See you later!